What's up everybody, Watsky here, and welcome back to a brand new Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links leak video. And today's batch of leaks is nothing too crazy. Don't get your hopes up when it comes to a lot of the content in today's leak information. But I promise on my community tab that I will release a leak video for you guys. So that's what I'm going to be doing in today's video. We're going to be discussing about some new man sleeve IDs. We're going to be talking about 2 new cards for the ranked PvP season of December. And last but not least, we're going to talk about a bunch of rarity changes for some of the cards that are in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links already, but are not obtainable to us yet. And they got some rarity changes, which might hint that they're going to be coming into the game, but at the same time, these rarity changes I don't think are going to be coming into Duel Links anytime soon compared to some of the previous rarity changes that we had in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. But nonetheless, we're still going to talk about it because we got that good juicy leak content and I want to make some content for you guys. So yeah, if you guys are excited for today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links leak video, show your support by smashing the like button on the video down below, and let's get into today's new Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links leak. So first things first, when it comes to today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links leak video, I'm going to be talking about the new mat and sleeve IDs that we got in the recent update. I want to start off with the small stuff and then we'll move on to more of the big spicy stuff in today's leak video, even though overall this isn't really an insane leak video. Nonetheless, we got some new mat sleeve and IDs for Blair, and we're getting a mat and sleeve for Maiden in Love, which these 2 mat and sleeves are both related to the roaming Blair event that we're going to be getting in December, which is really cool that we're getting a new GX character. But from what I can tell from the upcoming updates, Blair is not going to be unlockable in this event, but it's still pretty cool that we're going to be getting a mat and sleeve related to her in her roaming event. Next up, we're getting 2 sleeves, mat and sleeves for Dark Signer Rex Goodwin. We're getting a Dark Signer Rex Goodwin mat and sleeve, and then we're getting an Earthbound Immortal we're getting Dark Signer Rex Goodwin's Earthbound Immortal mat and sleeve, which is pretty cool, which makes a lot of sense because Dark Signer Rex Goodwin is going to be coming into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links in early December, so probably pretty soon, like in 1 to 2 weeks from now. This new mat and sleeve ID is very interesting because this is a Jack Atlas, which is a different ID for Jack, and Duel Links meta thinks that's going to be a fake Jack Atlas from the anime Attack Force games. We'll have to wait and see on whatever this is going to be for, because I don't really have any good ideas on what this could be for. Maybe this will appear in the upcoming Dark Signer Carly Carmine event that we're going to be getting, because Dark Signer Carly Carmine is being re-unlockable in December. But at the same time, they could be Duel Links could be doing something really cool for this new Jack Atlas, mat and sleeve for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links in some interesting event that could be months from now. So this thing could either come very soon or months from now, and it might just sit in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links game files for a long time. Interesting nonetheless. We're also getting 2 mat and sleeves for a normal Carly Carmine. We're getting normal version Carly Carmine, and then we're getting Fortune Fairy Hikari, which is the Fortune Ladies or Fortune Fairies were used by Carly Carmine, and then once Carly turned into a Dark Signer, all of her Fortune Fairies turned into Fortune Ladies. So cool that we're seeing Fortune Fairies. Maybe we'll be getting Fortune Fairies soon in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. And I'm also kind of curious on why we are getting Carly Carmine and Fortune Lady Hikari mat and sleeves for the repeat Dark Signer Carly Carmine event, because if I remember correctly, Dark Signer Callan, when he got his repeat event, he didn't add any mat and sleeves from the original Callan. It was just Dark Signer Callan only. So it's very interesting that they're giving some love to normal version of Carly Carmine, considering for her new Dark Signer unlock event. So I'm very curious on their decision for that, or maybe the Jack Atlas, Carly Carmine, and Fortune Lady Hikari mat and sleeves could be for just an entirely different event. Who knows right there, but it's pretty cool. And the last thing we're going to talk about is this thing called New Title for upcoming event, but I think this is a typo from Duel Links meta, because I looked up title and it's an actual word, but at the same time I think it means title. So we're going to call it New Title for an upcoming event, but the word that's showcased on the screen is called title. Anyways, we're getting something called Contest Battle Title, and I'm very curious on what this is going to be for, and my guess is that this is going to be for a future PvP event sometime in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Hopefully this will be like a new PvP event for maybe that will release in maybe January or February, considering that there was no information on a new contest battle event for December. So I'm curious to see what this is going to be for. We'll probably get more information on this contest battle event sometime in the future in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, but probably not anytime soon. But it is very interesting that we're getting the mat and sleeve ID for it right now. Next up, we're going to talk about some new ranked PvP rewards that we're going to be getting in December. And the first card we're going to talk about is Vampire Hunter. And fun fact, Konami accidentally leaked this card for us already. So I'm going to pop up the community post from It's Braz HD, and the Duel Links Twitter accidentally tweeted out that Vampire Hunter was going to be one of the confirmed cards for November's ranked PvP. But fun fact, we did not get Vampire Hunter Hunter in the November rank PvP rewards, and it looks like they're going to be rolling Vampire Hunter in December instead, which makes a lot of sense because, like I said, this was accidentally leaked by Konami themselves because they posted a tweet about it on their Twitter, but then shortly deleted it after. So that's pretty funny right there. But nonetheless, Vampire Hunter is a 4-star Dark Warrior effect monster. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles a dark monster, you get to destroy that monster at 1600 attack and 1600 defense. So it's an alright card. It sucks that it's only specific to one type of monster, so it's going to be like a niche card at the end of the day. But at the same time, if it could just destroy any monster immediately, that would be a little ridiculous. But still, Vampire Hunter is a pretty cool card because there is a lot of dark monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. You can use Vampire Hunter to destroy cards like Dark Lords, Red Eye Slash Dragon, and so many other dark monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. His attack only being at 1600 is going to be a bit of a handicap, though. Maybe you can make an Unga Bunga deck by equipping this card with a bunch of different equip spells to make him really powerful and just insta-kill all sorts of dark monsters. But at the same time, it's just a very niche card because it only can destroy dark monsters, and not every duel you're going to go against, you're going to be going against dark monsters. But if there is ever a meta where we have too many vampires, too many dark lords, just too many dark monsters in general, this could be a nice tech card in like a tournament if they allow you to side deck or something like that. But that's like a main deck card that you're going to be running consistently. I don't think you'll see that much play, but it is a cool card. It's a nice SR card. I'll say definitely better than some of the other SR cards that we got from previous rank PvP rewards, but I don't know if we'll see that much play. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at a card called Watsky, which is a spell card. Face-up Wat monsters you control can attack your opponent directly this turn. So this is actually pretty cool because this allows every single Wat monster to attack your opponent directly, which is pretty nice because while most of the Wat monsters do have the ability to attack your opponent directly, not every single one of them will be able to. Also, what's going to be really nice about this card is that it's going to help out go for some of these meme OTK cards. Because fun fact, while I've never made an official video on Watts, even though I probably should because my YouTube name is Watt007, I did dabble with Watts in one of my live streams before, and one of the combos that I used was using Secret Pass to the Treasures plus Watt Squirrel to kind of go for some memes with good old, with just a bunch of equip spells like Mage Power, Power of the Guardians, etc. So the fact that Wattkey is going to be a card from the rank PvP rewards is actually really cool, and maybe I'll get off my butt and finally make a Watt deck for all of you guys, but definitely no promises because I've said many times when it comes to Watts, I will probably make a Watt video when literally nobody on the planet cares about Watts. So there you go right there. But there's just a little glimmer of hope that Watt007 to make a Watt deck utilizing the brand new key, Watkey. Last but not least in this video, we're going to talk about some rarity changes for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Cyber Dragon Core went from UR to SR. Apparently it was changed a second time. Mass Chameleon went from SR to UR. Zombie Master went from UR to SR. Dark Magical Circle went from Rare to UR. Overlord Fusion went from SR to UR, which was also changed again. And Fiendish Chain went from SR to UR. Also, I probably should have mentioned this earlier in the video, but keep in mind when it comes to all these rarity changes in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, all these cards that I'm about to talk about from this point forward in the video are cards that are already in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and all these cards were used from NPCs in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. The fact that they're getting rarity changes means that Konami is thinking about these cards and potentially adding them into future boxes, but like I said, with these 4 cards, pretty much like all of them are probably not going to get added anytime soon because they're just good cards in general. And first card we're going to talk about is Cyber Dragon Core. Cyber Dragon Core is a 2-star light machine effect monster. When this card is normal summon, you can add a cyber spell and trap card from your deck to your hand. If only your opponent controls a monster, you can banish this card from the graveyard, special summon a Cyber Dragon monster from your deck. You can use one Cyber Dragon Core effect per turn and only once that turn. This card becomes Cyber Dragon while on the field or in the graveyard. This card has 400 attack and 1500 defense. And yeah, this card is really good, and the only time I can think that this card is going to get added into Duel Links is probably when Xyz summoning comes out in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links and Konami wants to push Xyz Cyber Dragons, because this card is just really good for searchability purposes. You can search for a cyber spell and trap card, and then the better effect is the fact that if your opponent controls a monster, you can banish this card from the graveyard and summon another Cyber Dragon monster from your deck. So that's literally a free summon from the deck of all places. Play like the Grass's Greener deck to pitch your Cyber Dragon Cores and then kind of go for a combo right there. Or you go for a fusion summon of one of your Cyber Dragon monsters late game. You can use Cyber Dragon Core to get a combo going yet again to make that comeback. It would make Cyber Dragons pretty good if we got Cyber Dragon Core in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. And like I said, I think this is going to be a card that we're probably going to get in the Zexal era, if Zexal comes into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. But I guess if Konami really wanted to make some quiche, wanted to make some money, they could add Cyber Dragon Core, because if I think about it, I don't think it would like break Duel Links at all. I just feel like that they might want to wait a little bit later until they add like a ton to Cyber Dragon support and make a lot of quiche from that. So it's neat though that we're seeing Cyber Dragon core. We'll see if this card ever gets added into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links as an obtainable card, but a cool card nonetheless. Next card to take a look at is Dark Magical Circle. This is a continuous spell card. When this card is activated, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Then you can reveal one Dark Magician or one Spell and Trap card that specifically lists Dark Magician among them and add it to the hand. Also place the remaining cards on the top of your deck in any order. If Dark Magician is normal or special summon to your field, except during the damage step, you can target one card your opponent controls, banish it. You only can use the effect Dark Magical Circle once per turn. Now, I don't see this card getting added to Duel Links anytime soon, but if it did get added into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links as an attainable card, I don't think it would break the game, but I feel like that it would just be really obnoxious. And I guess if Konami wanted to make Dark Magician a little bit more viable, they could throw this in a main box or a mini box. Like the big thing about Dark Magical Circle, which makes me a little hesitant, is the fact that since Magician's Navigation is a card that you can get 3 of in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, combining Dark Magical Circle and Magician's Navigation can be a force to reckon with, because you can use Dark Magical Circle to look at the top 3 cards of your deck and either add a Magician's Navigation or a Dark Magician, which you need 2 of those cards in order to use Magician's Navigation to its full potential. And then you activate your Dark Magical Circle, then you go to your opponent's turn, activate Magician's Navigation, summon one of your Dark Magicians, and then be able to banish one of your opponent's cards, which is just crazy good. And you could keep doing this as long as Dark Magical Circle is face up on the field. So yeah, I don't think it would break the game, but I just don't know if Konami is in the mood to add a card like this. But since they're changing it from a rare to UR, maybe they're considering it to add it into like a skill for Yugi, or maybe the DSOD Yugi, whenever he comes into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, will be able to get Dark Magical Circle from it. That'd actually be pretty cool, because if we were able to get like 3 copies of Dark Magical Circle, I think this card would be definitely a force to reckon with. But if we only got like 1 copy of it from like an unlock for DSOD Yugi in Dark Side Dimensions World, I could see that being a thing. But as like a box card, probably not. Next card we're gonna take a look at is a card called Overload Fusion, which is a spell card that allows you to fusion summon 1 Dark Machine fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing fusion materials listed on it from your field or graveyard. Clearly, this card's an indicator as support for the Cyber Dragon archetype, because you can use this card to fusion summon into your Cyber Twin Dragon or Cyber End Dragon. And basically, the first combo I can think of is then after you go for your normal fusion summon into like Cyber Twin Dragon, for example, with Polymerization, you can follow up with Overload Fusion and then basically summon another Cyber Twin Dragon by using the materials that you just pitched to the graveyard with this card. Or you can play That Grass is Greener, play a deck like that, use Overload Fusion, and then use your graveyard Cyber Dragon monsters and go for a Cyber End or Cyber Twin, which would be pretty good. Yeah, this is just a card that I can see being, with Cyber Dragon core in like maybe a mini box or a main box, but I don't know. I just don't feel like that these cards are going to be coming anytime soon, or just coming to Duel Links anytime soon. I don't think they're overly overpowered, but like at the same time, it's like, I don't know if they're going to come into Duel Links anytime soon, but still, it's a cool card, and maybe we'll have it attainable in the future. But as the track record goes for these rarity changes, this could probably be a while till we get any of these rarity changes to be obtainable cards for the players, so we'll see. Last but not least, we're going to talk about this trap card called Fiendish Chain, which is a continuous trap card. You can activate this card by targeting an effect monster in the field, negate the effects of that face-up monster while it's on the field. Also, that face-up monster cannot attack, and when it's destroyed, destroy this card. And yeah, I think Fiendish Chain is probably the most overpowered card out of all the cards that we talked about for these rarity changes, because this card stops an effect monster from activating its effects, which is just crazy good in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. You can stop a combo that your opponent's about to do, or you can use this card on a monster that your opponent just summoned, like one of their boss monsters, and just negate it outright. Also, that monster cannot attack, which makes it even more useless. Like, this card would be good being able to negate the effect, but on top of that, you can make it not attack too. Crazy good card right here. I seriously doubt we're going to be getting this card anytime soon as an attainable card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, but if we do, I think the game will change a little bit. But yeah, at the same time, I guess playing Devil's Advocate, we do still have a lot of solutions to get rid of this card. You can just play back row removal like Cosmic Cyclone or Galaxy Cyclone, and you can get rid of Fiendish Chain. But still, I think this card is just crazy good, and I don't see it being addable or attainable to the players anytime soon. But still, if we do get it, that would be pretty crazy, and I feel like the game would shake up a little bit. Well, that's going to be it for today's batch of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links leaks. Hope you guys enjoyed all these Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links leaks. Like I said, there's nothing really too crazy to talk about, nothing really groundbreaking, but just still content to talk about nonetheless. So if you guys enjoyed it and watched to the end of the video, as always, be sure to smash the like button of the video down below, subscribe to the channel for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links leak content. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video, and I'll go see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.